everybody! Hello my kings, queens, and non-binary leaders. It's Kyo. Welcome. I'm in Japan. I made it. It feels so crazy to say, but yeah, I'm in Japan. I made it. I found my way through Sapporo here. I did actually take a taxi, and it was not cheap from the airport to get here, but I had two giant suitcases because, well, I'm going to be staying here for a while, so I needed a lot of things to bring with me, obviously, and when I can't speak Japanese yet, so I was not about to try to navigate the public transport system with two giant suitcases while not understanding where I'm actually going. But yeah, I made it here alive. I'm fine so far. Like the travel was really stressful. Both my first flights were delayed. The first one only by like a couple of minutes, but the second one by almost 50 minutes. So I had to rush every time to the new gate, and I was panicking because navigating that was really stressful. However, we're here. It's so crazy, okay? Like, I don't feel like this is real. Every once in a while I'll be looking outside or like around my room and see like a bunch of Japanese and kanji and hiragana and stuff and be like, wait, I'm really in Japan. I'm in Japan. And I don't really know how to describe this feeling. It's very odd. I'm very happy, but it's I feel so out of sorts. Oh my god, okay. Story time, right? First of all, traveling. Overall stressful. I could not recall most of it, and I didn't sleep for the whole time. Like, I only I tried to nap, but I didn't really work. Every time I woke up after like 5 minutes or so, which I had a 14-hour flight. That was horrible. But the real story time I want to get to is when I arrived in Japan, and first we had to go through like a quarantine gate where they checked us for having fever, and you had to report symptoms of COVID, which I think that was like such a green flag for me. I was really happy that they did that, because, well, in Germany it's not actually taken as seriously anymore, COVID, and I think that's something that happened in most countries, which for me is really problematic, because I personally am someone who struggles a lot with their health, so if I were to get it, that would be probably really bad. I managed to avoid it for now almost 4 years, which is crazy. I don't know how I did that, especially because two of my family members were sick altogether like 3 times, not individually, but like first I think it was my sister. School is like sometimes really unavoidable. Then was my father, and then they one more time were sick together, and both times I didn't get sick. I didn't know how I managed to do that, but I did, and I'm glad. So I'm really happy to see that, like, the first thing that I saw essentially when going to Japan is that they take stuff like that seriously, and I already expected that it was taken more seriously than in Germany, because in Japan it's also, as far as I know, fairly normal to, wear a mask if you feel like you're having a cold or something out of respect for others and to not spread it. So I expected that with this mentality already being there, that it was taken more seriously, and to see that was really reassuring. Then I had to get through through the immigration process, and I got my residency card now, which that feels so crazy to finally hold it in my hand and be like, oh my god, yeah, I'm actually going to stay here. Like, this is not vacation, I'm staying here. It feels bizarre. It feels really bizarre. And then I had to, get my luggage and get that luggage through like the security station again, where they check if you bring anything illegal into the country, or anything like it's not allowed to bring meat products or anything like that, to avoid like contamination and things like that. And that was fine. I know that I wasn't bringing anything illegal into the country, right? I mean, I was a bit nervous because obviously that included other things, not just drugs or something, but also like you're not allowed to bring seeds and everything to avoid invasive species. So I knew consciously I wasn't, but obviously I was a bit nervous about it. So she opened the first suitcase, everything was fine, and I was like, yeah, obviously I don't have anything on me. Then she opened the second suitcase, first compartment, everything fine. Then she opened the second compartment, and guess what was in there? An unmarked envelope that was sealed shut and had a suspicious shape in it. I was panicking. I had never seen that envelope before in my life. And she asked me, what is that? And I was like, I don't know what that is. So I was panicking, already like a million thoughts running through my head, thinking, oh no, what if someone put something into my suitcase on the way here, whatever, and now I don't know, I will get arrested for it or something. I was so scared. And then she opened it. And out fell like another envelope with my name on it and my favorite salad dressing and chocolate. And I was like, oh, okay. Turns out my mom packed me like a little care package in there along with my dad, and they gave me like letters, and my godfather also put a letter in there for me to read when I'm here as a little surprise with like a little gift. As I said, like, this is my favorite salad dressing, and I was worried about not getting it here, and like chocolate, which is a really sweet gesture. But they obviously have not considered that my luggage would probably be searched upon moving like here, and that was a good 2 minutes of like a heart attack. I was so scared. Oh my god. I can't tell you. So that is the first story time. That was wild. I survived it though. Like overall, there were a couple of times throughout all of this where I felt really anxious. I think for a big part of the flight itself, I was just dissociated. Because most of you will know that I have certain mental health struggles, so that was definitely difficult, but I made it through. And on every airport there were people I could ask for help, and they helped me, and that was really reassuring. Like at every airport I had to ask where I had to ask about the way to the gate. And also in Japan, it is true that they don't speak good English, even airport employees, which did surprise me a little bit. Like I knew that in Japan most people didn't speak English, but even at the airport that was a bit surprising for me. And so sometimes there was some communication problems, but overall I managed, and they were all really polite, really helpful. Like even the person at the security who checked my luggage and with the envelope and everything, she was so nice about it. So that was really good. I was wearing this because, as you all know, I'm autistic, and this is like a sign for hidden disabilities. I don't know, like it is an international sign, but I know that it's not very widely known in Germany, and I don't know how it is in Japan. I don't know if this actually helped me, but it felt reassuring having it on me. So that was good. And yeah, so second story time. So I finally arrived here. Everything went well. The manager of this building was super nice about everything. I immediately started unpacking, and so far everything worked out, and I got Wi-Fi, which also meant I could call my family again, because obviously if I were to call them normally that would be really expensive because of roaming fees or whatever. But through Wi-Fi, like WhatsApp calls, that's okay. And yeah, so I unpacked everything. I called my mom, told her what the fuck about the envelope because it scared me so much, but I still appreciated the gesture, obviously. And then I had free time, and for me it was 5 p.m. here. Like I had to travel through a lot of time zones, and you all might be thinking, oh, why didn't you just go to sleep? Which probably would have been the smart choice, because at that point I hadn't properly slept in over 48 hours, because the day I went to the airport, those of you know who has seen my post, I had to get up at 4 a.m. to get there on time. So I didn't actually sleep that day, because I wouldn't have been awake enough if you woke me after 3 hours, and yeah. So that was all very chaotic. I haven't slept a lot, and I should probably have slept the moment I came here, but I couldn't. Like it might have been the excitement, it might have been the anxiety, but I felt so awake, so I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. And I was here, I briefly, was that yesterday? I think, yeah, when I came back, I briefly met one of the other people living here. She was really nice, but I think it was really awkward because I was too tired and too anxious, nervous about everything. I did, however, I don't know what it was. It must have been a sudden surge of bravery and me just being bold out of nowhere, but I did go to the grocery store. I did do that, and it was the most overwhelming thing, aside from the flying itself, that I have experienced in a long time. Because I went in there, and it was so bright, it was so colorful, there were so many different products, all of which have mostly Japanese writing on it, which is so logical, but like, oh my god, I was overwhelmed. And I am used to, like, I don't know, because I don't usually pay attention to it, but most products, I believe, when you buy them in Germany, have like instructions in different languages on them. That is pretty standard, I'd say. Like this one I bought in Germany, it has like German, French, and not sure about that language. Which I'm surprised even that this one doesn't have English on it. But yeah, so not all products, absolutely not. But I was a bit overwhelmed by the fact that here most products really only have Japanese writing on it. And so I would try to navigate that, but I did, oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. I did manage to ask one of the employees working there where the butter is in Japanese. And she could give me an answer. Look, I'm proud of myself for that one. It's really easy. It's really easy to ask that. Like, I know that in basic, you can ask basically where anything is if you just, at the end of the sentence, add "Doku desu ka?" So it's really not that difficult, but still, I was proud of myself. And I managed to pay for it, but oh my god, the checkout area, oh, I almost had a nervous breakdown. Because basically there was an employee that scanned the items for me, and then I had to take, and then, like, he put the items in. I had to pay on a machine in cash, and the machine obviously was only in Japanese, and it was saying something to me in Japanese, and I didn't understand that, so I was standing there and being like, okay, and then I just guessed which was the right button to click, and it was, so all is good, but oh my god, was I nervous. And then obviously nobody spoke English there, so yeah, it's for everyone who ever wants to come to Japan and not like central Tokyo or something. It's true, really almost no one speaks English. I was very overwhelmed by everything of it, at least as far as I can tell from like the first day here, so take it with a huge grain of salt. Okay, that is an oxymoron, but take it with a grain of salt, you know what I mean. So I survived. I made it. If you're interested, I'll give you a room tour as soon as I have finished setting everything up. It is for the most part. And yeah, also, one more thing I have to show you. My wonderful, wonderful partner made this for me. They made it as a little gift, and I love it so much. Like, it's a kitsune, and oh my god. I'm so happy with it, and obviously I had to take that with me to Japan. Like, I did struggle with the weight of the luggage. Like, it was all alright at the airport. The luggage had an okay weight. So, but yeah. I'm just, sorry, I'm still overwhelmed, I'm still tired. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning, not on purpose. Not on purpose, I don't know, I couldn't sleep anymore. I'm probably still have to get used to all of this. And I'm just now noticing my shirt matches the curtains. That is fun. And my bottle. Oh my god. You might say, okay, that is, but it was a coincidence, I swear. It was a coincidence. I'm not very eloquent today, I'm sorry. So yeah, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, because there's a lot of new things currently happening right now around me that I would love to tell you about, but it's very hard to categorize and organize and where you start with and everything. So tell me in the comments if you have specific questions about the move here, about what life is like here, what interests you about my new experiences here, and I will make videos about it. I'm just glad that everything worked out so far, and that I have everything with me, that I can continue my job. I don't know yet exactly how I would do this with uploads and upload schedules and everything, and how frequently I can upload, especially also on the second channel and with university starting. But this already is like so huge for me. Oh my god, I made it. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. It's just, it won't, my head, it's not working. I can't conceptualize that I'm actually here. Oh my god, thank you all so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out on my whole journey here and getting acquainted with life in Japan. Check out this video maybe if it interests you, and yeah, thank you for being here. You guys are seriously the best. Bye everyone.